I think we're good. I think we're good. Everybody good? You guys good?
Should have shut the window. It's cold.
All right. Well, got something else we wanted to talk about. What would we call it? Pre-registering for events. So, did you want to talk about that? I'm not too sure what.
Okay, so what we're talking about is pre-registering for the events. Let me look at it. Where are we at?
Right.
So, okay, so pre-registering for your events, again, it's $15. It's half the cost of what your stay is.
If you're a first-time player.
Yeah, so minimum of $15 to reserve your spot.
That will lock in your spot for the next event.
Right. So that way, you got a spot in the inn. You got a bed to sleep in, food to eat, and all of that. Because giving us a pre-pay thing not only locks you in, but it helps us be able to get the food, get the resources, and get everything together for you to show up. Because every player that shows up, there's a lot of prep specifically for that player to come. And it's not just food and lodging, but it's also maybe some stuff within storyline and stuff for you to come. So when you don't show up, there was a lot of prep and a lot of work that already went in for you to come. So which is fine, but that helps us be able to cover some of them costs, so we don't take a loss because you didn't show up. Not only that, but it's right now it is if you get 2 weeks within the event, 2 weeks before the event, that lock-in spot is going to be locked down. So there's no refunds after the 2-week, spot to move funds around or anything like that. That way, because we've had problems in the past where, since we're getting more and more players, we have a lot of transitions of multiple people coming in and things like that. So to keep track and keep, everything running smoothly with what we need, we just, right now, we're going from this point on, 2 weeks before the event, we need everybody either paid.
It's non-refundable and non-transferable.
Yes.
2 weeks out from the event, that deposit becomes non-refundable and non-transferable.
Yeah.
If you're prepaying for the event right after the last one and all of a sudden something comes up a month ahead of time, let us know. We're happy to transfer those funds to the following event or to take and refund you that money if necessary for those sort of things. But 2 weeks prior to an event, with the cost that we have to incur in buying materials and buying food and paying for special items, we need to have as accurate account as possible. So we've lowered what we were doing last year, which was a $20 prepayment, down to $15. So it should be easier for people to lock in that money, but it does become non-refundable and non-transferable 2 weeks prior to the event start.
So Logan wants to know if PayPal is an option this time.
Yes. As far as I know, Jenny has gotten the PayPal working. I know people use it. People have been able to function with it. Are we still running off of the, I guess this would be a question for Jenny, but are we still running off of the share money with a friend type system, or do we have a PayPal direct?
Last I had known, if you want to submit anything that way and you're having an issue with it or you have questions, just go ahead and email us.
Yeah,
that's the best. That's the best way. So that way we can just get back in touch with you.
And that email address is, gentlemen?
wol.larp@gmail.com. wall.larp.com. Or, I'm sorry, at gmail.com.
Someday we will have.
So, because if, one thing what we're doing with Warriors of Light, our events especially, is, these costs that come in, we're trying to improve our world for you guys. We want you to have the best experience possible. So
real coins.
As you can see, we've been advancing. We've been trying to make things more immersive, more real. So when you come there, you can just drop in, and that's what we want to be able to do. So that's one of the difficulties if we're, somebody's coming or whatever, we're expecting their payment, and then they don't show up last second. Well, what we just lost for food, lodging, and resources has got to come out of the wall pocket now. So that's, that payment less than could have went to improving our world and improving our environment and story and on and on and on, your experience. So it's kind of to protect you guys from losing out on your experience in a way.
And trust us, trying to reinvest as much as we can into the
Yeah.
LARP, which is pretty much everything. Nobody has made $1.
No.
Nobody has pulled $1 out of anything that doesn't go into the
Right
LARP.
back in.
Yeah.
Those shirts and things that we're talking about, guess what? We're not getting them for free.
Nope.
We will be putting $40 a pop towards those for us to buy them as well.
So, yeah, we just like if we want the merchandise that you guys are gonna buy, we've got to pay for the merchandise that comes. So if you see me with a hoodie, it's because I paid for the hoodie.
Paid for this.
Yep.
So anyway, that's that. That's the unfun subject, but we had to bring it up. So anyway, is everybody clear on that? No questions or anything?
No,
like that?
I think
no,
we're good.
yeah,
Good, cool. All right. And then we've got our pre-event party, which is going to be April 9th from 2 to 7. As I mentioned before, we look forward to seeing, people that want to come for the first time, especially being there, and then folks that have been there to every event. You're more than welcome to come to. Usually we get pizza. Usually we, have a good time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Another thing on that, we're actually doing 2 a year now.
Yep.
So we're doing 1 because we're going to try to take our events. A lot of times you'll see, as you can see the dates of the ones that are posted, we're going to have like 2 spring events and 2 fall events. And before each of those double set of events, we're going to try to have a pre-event party. That way, that's when you invite your friends who are interested in LARPing, whether they're going to come or not. Them just showing up is a great opportunity to maybe get them to understand and get hooked. Another fun thing we're gonna kind of try to get started with our pre-event parties is Monster Ball. And what Monster Ball is you guys actually played it a little bit, but we're gonna refine the rules and stuff. So you're gonna have monsters and then different kinds of heroes that you can play to create 2 teams versus each team and the monsters. So what this does is this gives you opportunity, again, to try different classes and different styles of combat. So you're actually going to be out there. There's going to be rules to this game. And you're going to be, it's going to be competitive. And we may even have like, a scoreboard or something like that, maybe even prizes for the winning team. So that's something to look forward to. It's going to be fun, active, lighthearted, but it's also going to give you an opportunity to learn how to fight, to improve your skills, and to try different styles of combat that you maybe haven't before.
And as we said, the pre-event parties are completely free. So make sure you're inviting your friends who just even have a curiosity,
Yeah.
These are their opportunities to get experience with not only the team that runs it, because when you come to an event, you don't really get to see us. You get
Right.
to see a lot of people, but not us.
Right.
And so
we go away.
yeah. So come enjoy the LARP blood sport. It's all in good stuff.
So Logan and Sweetie want to know if there's going to be cookies at this pre-event party.
There usually is cookies, and Grandma will be making them.
There's one poison one though, just so you know.
Yep.
Just one.
Oh, and then Jenny also said that the PayPal is the send money to a friend.
Okay, so right now, currently, our PayPal method is send money to a friend. So you'll need a PayPal account for like your pre-orders and stuff like that, hoodies, the pre-event, or I'm sorry, paying to reserve your spot at the events. You're going to have a PayPal account, and then you send money to a friend. So that's our current method. We're actually working on to advance that, so it's a little bit more user-friendly. That might be coming out with our website that might come out someday. It's still in development, but that's just a little hint.
that is really someday.
It is. But that's kind of be something that's going to be a lot easier once all that happens down the road. But yeah, so that's our current method of payment for pre-orders. But you can also do things in person too. Don't be afraid. You know where we live.
So yeah. Come to the pre-event party. It'll be a great time. Again, that date is April 9th from 2 to 7. If you need the address, it'll be up on the Wall Adventures page. Also, if you know where I live, that's pretty much HQ for Warriors of Light. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so we'll be giving away that leather journal. So get your year journal, updated, and send that in to us. You can send that in to our email address, wol.larp@gmail.com. And then we will also be having what we're calling XP Days. We'll be having an XP Day on April 2nd. So that'll be the same day that we are going to be releasing our new version. What are we calling it? 1.1?
1.1.
1.1 version of our rules for you guys to consume. So that day we're having an XP day, and what an XP day is it's essentially a day where we can all hang out, sort of like a pre-event, but it's not necessarily for an event per se. What it is we're looking to get, inventory together.
Yeah, we have over the years of us, running Warriors of Light, as you can see, we have gained more and more and more stuff. And as that's came in, a lot of times after an event, we're trying to clean up. We only have so much time, so things kind of get disorganized. So what it is to come out and hang out with us and help us kind of organize our stuff. So that way we can keep everything, neat and ordered. And at the event, we're not missing a costume or missing something. It also lets us know what we are in lack of, so we can have more, or we can get something that we don't have.
Surprisingly, we don't have as many daggers as you would think.
You would think, yeah. So at that this XP day, yeah, there'll be certain things like repairing weapons, maybe that have been, taken some damage over the time. It'll also be just helping us organize, getting everything out. And because just coming and hanging out, it's not stressful or hard work, really. It's just easy, lax going stuff. If you come and help us out, just hang out with us and have a good time doing this. You get XP as a day for your character or whatever character you want to use it for at a store.
So Flint wants to know if he can trade that XP for gold.
Trade the XP for gold. Yes, it is actually 1 XP day is worth 1 copper. So,
well, actually, it's what's called a bitten copper.
Yeah.
Which means it's bitten in half.
Yeah, it's one that Scab had for a couple hours.
Yeah, he's got some nasty chompers, and he can get
We'll give you tons of knot money. I mean, if you want some knot money.
But yeah, so XP days. Those are things that are gonna look out for. So you can build your character up.
And just come hang out with us because we, it's nice to hang out with you guys outside of the events too.
So yay, XP days introduced officially, and then that's pretty much it for the next event and whatnot, or the pre-event. So yeah, keep in mind we only have the 2 pre-events now going forward, not one before every event.
What's up,
One in spring and one in fall.
Justine says, if only you could see Flint's face right now.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
Does he have a sad face or?
really sad face. I'm sorry.
All right.
Flint says, you can't con me with my own comment.
Right.
So I don't know whose account this is. VMIEU. They say that they're in and what time?
Oh, what time for which event, brother?
The XP day, I think.
The XP day. The XP day is going to be.
It's April 2nd.
April 2nd. We'll probably honestly start around noon. That's the plan, because just to make sure we have enough daylight and time to hang out. So, and I mean, if you show up late, that's fine. So we'll probably
Within reason.
Yeah, we'll probably go from like 2 to 6. So yeah, if you show up at 5:59, I probably won't give you your XP. So I'll give you that bitten copper. So
they'll probably need the address. I'm sure we're going to be putting it up in Wall Adventures as well for you to be able to see. But
Hey, we put it in the comments.
it's in the comments below.
Jeremiah is on the
It's in the chat box. It's not.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that way. The
Yeah.
chat box is that way.
Put it in the chat.
Hold on, hold on. I'm on this side, so it would be
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah, there you go.
Not down there, down there.
No,
Not down there.
it's that way. That way.
I know. I was pointing that way.
No, it's not that.
Logan says it sounds like a good house of teepee.
It's I could use the teepee. So if you want to give me free stuff, man, I put some forks down in the yard too. I hate doing dishes.
Well, here's the thing. Our Tombs Mill's been burned down.
Twice.
Has it only been twice? Well, he hasn't been back for this
Oh yeah,
year
that's
yet,
true.
So
This year we
we'll
haven't
see.
started.
So anyway, we got that going on. Also, we've been putting in a tremendous amount of work to put together a stream of YouTube videos. And we're going to give you a sneak peek at the first one here. It hasn't been released or anything yet. But what we want to do is we want to have a more of a YouTube presence. Previously what we've done is, our event-centric videos where we have like our wall talk where we, talk together about an event, in specific, or just things that kind of relate to our events. But now we're actually working on putting out videos that are good for anybody to consume, that's interested in LARPing or role-playing in general.
Hobby as a whole.
Yep, exactly. So we're going to give you a sneak peek of that series right now.